Good morning, children. In the last class, we discussed about the indicators. In that, we came to know about natural indicator. Natural indicator is obtained from the natural sources. Okay, first examples are litmus, turmeric, hibiscus, red cabbage. See, litmus it is obtained from the lichen plant. It is also available in paper strips, two colored paper strips. One is blue color and the other one is red. Okay, we can test the litmus with the acid and one base. Take HCl solution in one test tube. Okay, few drops of HCl, diluted HCl solution in one test tube, and sodium hydroxide or soap solution in another test tube. Okay, and test with the two litmus papers. Okay, if blue litmus turns to red, it is an acid. Okay, the solution containing in the test tube is acid. If red litmus turns to blue, it is a base. The substance in the test tube is base. Okay, litmus is available in two colored paper strips. No, if red litmus, when we dip in any solution, if the red litmus turns to blue, it is a base. Blue to red, if it is a acid. Okay, turmeric, it remains. It will not show any color change with the acids, and it will turns to reddish brown with bases. And hibiscus, it will be in the violet color. Okay, with the acids it turns to pink color. Violet color turns to pink color, and with the bases it turns to green color. And red cabbage, okay, it will be also in violet color, okay, or purple color. If the acids, its purple color changes to red, and with the bases it turns to bluish green. Okay, with the litmus paper, if red litmus turns to blue, it is base. If blue litmus turns to red, it is an acid. Okay, today we are going to see about the next indicator, synthetic indicator. Synthetic indicator. Okay, natural indicator, it is obtained from the natural sources, no, and synthetic indicator, it is prepared from the artificial sources. Okay, if an indicator prepared from the artificial sources, they are known as, that indicator is known as the synthetic indicator. Okay, artificial sources. If an indicator obtained from the natural sources, it is that indicator is called the natural indicator. If an indicator is prepared from the artificial sources, it is called the synthetic indicator. Okay, for example, examples of synthetic indicator are methyl orange and phenolphthalein indicator. Methyl orange and phenolphthalein indicator. Its color will be in orange color and it is colorless. Okay, and in a test tube, take diluted HCl and test with methyl orange, and in another test tube take sodium hydroxide. Okay, and add few drops of methyl orange. Okay, with the acids methyl orange turns to red, and with the bases it turns to yellow. Its orange color turns to red, and with the bases its orange color turns to yellow. Okay, Methyl orange turns to red color with acids and yellow color with bases. Okay, now come to phenolphthalein. Okay, there is no color change with the acids. It will remain colorless only with acids, and with the bases it turns to pink color. Okay, this is about synthetic indicators. Synthetic indicator, they are obtained from the artificial sources. Examples are methyl orange and phenolphthalein indicator. Methyl orange will be in orange color and phenolphthalein indicator will be in colorless. Okay, it is a colorless indicator. Okay, now we can test these indicators with the acids and bases. In a test tube take acid and the another test tube take base. Okay, now test with methyl orange. Methyl orange turns to red color with acids, and test the base with the methyl orange. Methyl orange turns to yellow color with the base, red color with acid and yellow color with the base. Phenolphthalein, it remains colorless with the acids. Now we add to this test tube, take another test tube and take the HCl, few drops of HCl and add phenolphthalein indicator. It remains colorless with the acids and pink color with the base. Okay, now come to the neutral substances. They will not show any color change with these indicators. If acids means methyl orange gives the red, and with the phenolphthalein it is colorless. If we take any neutral solution like salt solution or sugar solution, they will not show any color change. Okay, if there was no color change means the given substance is neutral. With these indicators, if there was no color change of the substance means it is a neutral substance. Next, third one is, this is about synthetic indicator. They are obtained from the artificial sources. Next, olfactory indicator. Olfactory means smell. They will change their smell. Okay, with the olfactory indicator means they will change their smell with the acids or base. Substances which change their smell with the acids or bases are known as the olfactory indicators. For example, onion, okay, clove oil. Clove means lavanga noone anamata. Clove oil, vanilla. Okay, smell. They will change their smell when mixed with acid or bases. That indicator will change their smell when mixed with the acid or bases. Example, onion, clove oil and vanilla. Okay, ఈ యాసిడ్స్తో మిక్స్ చేసినప్పుడు ఒక రకమైన స్మెల్ వస్తుంది, బేస్తో చేసినప్పుడు ఇంకో రకమైన స్మెల్ వస్తుంది అనమాట ఈ ఇండికేటర్. నెక్స్ట్, ఫోర్త్ వన్ ఈజ్ universal indicator. It is a mixture of, universal indicator is a mixture of different indicators. Okay, mixture of different indicator. It shows different colors in different solutions. Okay, it is a mixture of, universal indicator is a mixture of different indicators. Universal indicator means it is a mixture of different indicators. It shows different colors in different solutions. Okay, and universal indicator will show the strength of the acid, or it will also shows the strength of acid or base or alkaline substance. Alkali means if the base is dissolved in the water, it is called the alkali. Okay, universal indicator means it is a mixture of different indicators. Okay, this universal indicator will show different colors in different solutions, and it will also tells the strength of the acid or alkali substance. Alkali means base only. This also, if the base is dissolved in the water, it is called as alkali. Okay, now strength of the substance. To know the strength of the acid or base, how can we know means they will measure by using the pH. Okay, universal indicator also shows the strength of the acid or base. pH of a substance. See, while cooking some food items, we will add vinegar. It contains acetic acid. It contains acetic acids. We can touch that acid. Okay, while cooking we can touch that acids. We will add some vinegar to that food while preparing that food. Okay, and coming to the HCl, for bathroom cleaning purpose they will use the HCl, no, but we cannot touch it. Okay, it may cause severe burns. If we touch, it may cause to our skin severe burns. Why it is touchable and why it is not preferred to touch means, we must discuss here about the strength. Okay, the reason for this is we can touch some acids and we cannot touch some acids. They may cause some, we can touch, but they may cause severe burns. Why this is happening means because of the reason for this is strength of the acids. వెనిగర్ని అయితే మనం టచ్ చేస్తున్నాం వంట చేసేటప్పుడు. హెచ్సిఎల్ని టచ్ చేయలేము, ఎందుకంటే టచ్ చేస్తే ఊరికే చిల్ అయినా కూడా మన స్కిన్ మీద మనకి చర్మం అనేది కాలిపోతుంది, స్కిన్ అనేది కాలిపోతుంది, బర్న్స్ అనేవి వస్తాయి. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ప్రిఫరబుల్ టు టచ్. Why it is not causing burns? Why it is causing burns means it depends on the strength of that acids. Okay, different acids and bases will have the different strengths. Different acids and bases will have the different strengths. The strength of acid or base solution is measured in pH scale. You see, some acids are strong and some are weak. This can be measured by the strength of the acid. In the same way, base is measured in pH scale. Okay, it is introduced by the Sorensen. The scale was introduced by the Sorensen. Okay, the range of the scale is from 0 to 14. pH scale, it is introduced by the Sorensen. Its range is from 0 to 14. Okay, if the pH is less than 7, they are considered to be acids. If the pH is greater than 7, they are considered as bases. If the pH is equal to 7, they are neutral substance. Okay, the strength of the acids or bases measured in pH scale. It was introduced by the Sorensen. Okay, the pH scale range is from 0 to 14. If the pH value is less than 7 means that substance, the pH value of any substance is less than 7 means they are acid. If the pH value of any substances are greater than 7 means bases. If the pH is equal to 7 means neutral substance. Okay, strength of the acids decrease from going to 7. Okay, from the 0 to 7, strength of the acids will decrease. From 7 to 14, strength of the bases will increase. 0 to 7 దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళే కొలది వాల్యూస్ ఆ యాసిడ్ స్ట్రెంత్ అనేది తగ్గిపోతుంది. 7 to 14కి రేంజ్లో ఉన్నవి కదా, 7 to 14కి ఇలా ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతూ వెళ్ళే కొలది బేసిస్ స్ట్రెంత్ పెరుగుతుంది. 0 to 7 యాసిడ్ స్ట్రెంత్ విల్ డిక్రీజ్. ఓకే, యాసిడ్ స్ట్రెంత్ డిక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. 0 నుంచి 7 దగ్గరికి వెళ్తున్న కొలది యాసిడ్ స్ట్రెంత్ డిక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. 7 to 14 దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళే కొలది బేసిస్ స్ట్రెంత్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, pH papers also available, indicator of pH values, pH papers. Okay, pH papers also available. By using that pH papers we can test the acids and bases. Okay, coming to the HCl, H2SO4 sulfuric hydrochloric acid, HCl, and H2SO4 sulfuric acid, HNO3 nitric acid. Okay, these are strong acids. Okay, their values is okay, HCl, H2SO4, HNO3 are strong acids. And acetic acid, vinegar will have the acetic acid, no, in the vinegar there is acetic acid, and in the lemon juice citric acid, and in tomatoes oxalic acid, apple malic acid. They are all weak acids. Okay, by using these pH papers we can tell which acids are, based on that values we can tell which acids are weak and which acids are strong. Okay, and coming to the bases, sodium hydroxide, NaOH, sodium hydroxide, KOH, potassium hydroxide, they are strong bases. Okay, and coming to the ammonium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, NaOH means sodium hydroxide, KOH means potassium hydroxide, they are strong bases. And NH4OH, ammonium hydroxide, it is a weak base. Okay, we can test the pH of different solutions by using the universal indicators of pH papers. pH paper is a universal indicator. Okay, by using these pH papers we can test the strength of the acids and bases. Okay, HCl, H2SO4, HNO3 are strong acids. Acetic acid, citric acid, oxalic acid, lactic acid, okay, they are all weak acids. Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide is present in the detergent cake, KOH is present in the bath soap. Okay, potassium hydroxide is present in the bath soap, they are strong bases. Ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. Okay, enough for today. What we discussed today, natural indicator, it is obtaining from the natural sources. Okay, for example, litmus is available in two colored paper strips, red and blue. If red litmus turns to blue in any solution, if red litmus turns to blue, that solution is called the base. If blue litmus turns to red, it is an acid. Okay, coming to the synthetic indicators, they are obtained from the artificial sources. Okay, for example, methyl orange and phenolphthalein indicators, they were used in the laboratories. Okay, in the labs they will use these two indicators, methyl orange and phenolphthalein. Okay, methyl orange will be in orange color, phenolphthalein in colorless. Okay, HCl in a test tube take acid, and in another test tube take base, sodium hydroxide. HCl means hydrochloric acid. Okay, methyl orange turns its color to red in acids and yellow in bases. Okay, phenolphthalein remains colorless in acids and pink changes to pink with base. Okay, next olfactory indicator means, third one is olfactory indicator. It changes its smell, with in acids and bases. Okay, it changes its smell, their smell when they are mixed with acid or base. For example, onion, vanilla, clove oil. Okay, universal indicators, it is a mixture of different indicators. Okay, it shows different colors in different solution. Okay, it also tells us the strength of the acid or base or alkali substance. Okay, the strength of the acids, pH papers is an universal indicator. Okay, see, some acids we can touch. If we touch also, it will not cause any danger. Okay, but some acids, if it may, some acids are dangerous. If we touch them, if they chill on our skin, it may cause severe burns. Okay, why this is happening means, the reason for this is strength of that acid. Some acids are having more strength compared to the other. Okay, the strength of the acids or base was measured in pH scale. This pH scale was introduced by Sorensen. Okay, this pH scale is having ranges from 0 to 14. If the pH is less than 7, acids. If the pH value is greater than 7, then the substance is base. Okay, from 0 to 7, acid strength will decrease, and from 7 to 14, base strength will increase. 0 నుంచి 7 దగ్గరికి వచ్చే కొలది యాసిడ్ స్ట్రెంత్ అనేది తగ్గిపోతుంది. 7 to 14 వెళ్ళే కొలది బేస్ స్ట్రెంత్ అనేది పెరిగిపోతుంది అనమాట. ఇఫ్ ద pH is equal to 7 means neutral substance. By using these pH papers, okay, we can test different acids. Okay, by testing with the pH papers, we came to know that HCl, H2SO4, HNO3 are strong acids. That means hydrochloric acid, HCl, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, nitric acid, HNO3 are strong acids. Acetic acid, citric acid, oxalic acid are weak acids. NaOH, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide are strong bases. Ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. Okay, thank you.